So we are learning more tonight about a $50,000 grant from the Colts to tackle domestic violence in Indy's Black community.
This money will help develop and implement training for law enforcement here in Marion County. Jenny Runovich joins us live in studio tonight, and she has a story about the potential impact of this investment. Jenny.
Yeah, really the goal here, guys, is to help save lives, because here's the issue. Domestic violence affects people of color at a much higher rate. However, they are much less likely to report it to police.
Jimmy Bridges endured 15 years of domestic violence.
I am a survivor. I am a survivor. I choose me. That is my motto.
The abuse her family witnessed also led to interactions with police in northern Indiana. She says it didn't go well. She didn't feel protected.
Assumption on their part. Because it is the Black community, okay, it happens all the time. That was a system fail. You know, and so in coming here, I was like, why call the police if they're not going to help me? They didn't help me there.
Mistrust of law enforcement is a concern the Domestic Violence Network says it hears here in Indy, specifically from people of color. And yet the group says Black women are 2.5 times more likely to be abused by an intimate partner. That combination can lead to poor outcomes for officers and victims in need.
With this already high tension with this couple who has trauma from law enforcement already, and law enforcement doesn't know how to de-escalate the situation, and they're not sure how to bring this down.
New trauma training aims to help. Colts players just donated $50,000 to help tackle domestic violence, specifically in the Indianapolis Black community. The money will train police, prosecutors, and corrections officers on how to resolve domestic conflict peacefully, mitigate mistrust, and get people help.
We are so excited to receive this money from the Colts to develop this training.
Police and trauma experts will develop this training together. They say it's a first of its kind nationwide.
I think this could save lives. I think this could help dismantle systems of oppression.
Jimmy believes it'll help too, protecting more women just like her.
I believe it would save more lives if it was approached differently, you know, a little more empathy, a little more compassion.
So here is the timeline for that grant. Over the next 9 months, the Domestic Violence Network will develop the training together with law enforcement. And then that training will roll out by the end of the year. And again, the goal here is to obviously help victims, but also really make sure that police feel best prepared when they enter these really tough situations of trauma so that everyone's safe.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much.